Ew! Lightning in a mic!
Hi guys, it's Freya Storm and I am interviewing my dad.
How's it going, Freya? This is a first, by the way. I have never been interviewed by you, and I'm really excited. I'm
excited too.
Yeah?
Plus I was kind of get to do something fun today.
Yeah, because what are you, out of school today, right?
Yeah.
And you were going to do nothing all day, and voila, you get to interview me.
So, instead of focusing on the now, let's go to the past.
Okay.
So, how did you get here?
How did I get here with Brad Storm VO?
Yes.
It's been a long journey, you know, and for everybody out there, never quit on your dreams, you know. And my path, it was a windy road. Originally, I got out of school. I was in plays in school, mostly musicals, and I sang and I would dance and I would perform on stage. I really enjoyed it. I did. My brother's been an actor now for like 30 years or something like that, and I always saw my brother in acting, and I just wanted to be involved in that. But there's one thing I really enjoyed. Do you know what that is?
Your MMA?
I did enjoy MMA, but before that, I enjoyed pro wrestling. Pro wrestling was the biggest thing in the 80s and 90s. Superhero-like people, pinning people for the 1, 2, 3, getting the victory. They're outlandish characters. I knew I couldn't be a wrestler because I was just too short. You know, I was too short. I'm 5'8". You know, I'm not a big guy. You know, granted, now they have a lot of guys that are shorter and everything. But I knew I could make my way as a ring announcer. And I didn't know how to go about it at first. But I was at a bowling alley, and I ran into a guy. He was working at the bowling alley. He was a scraggly guy, an older guy, and he had a ponytail, and he was like, and I said, hey, he had a Starrcade shirt on, which was WCW, World Championship Wrestling. I said, hey, I love that pay-per-view. That was a great pay-per-view. And he's like, oh, yeah, you really liked that pay-per-view? It was fantastic, wasn't it? I said, oh, yeah, it was great. I was like, did you go to that? He's like, as a matter of fact, I did, and I actually worked it. And guess what? There's a lot of wrestling around Georgia. I said, oh, boy, there's a lot of wrestling. So maybe, can you help me? And this guy, his name was Straight Call, Star Stevens, my first mentor in wrestling. And he opened the door for me to explore and find my way in wrestling behind the mic. And so I did that on and off, probably about for 15 years, doing pro wrestling shows. Now, granted, you don't make a lot of money.
No.
You do a lot of traveling on the road, but it was a lot of good experiences. That led to me interning with World Championship Wrestling, and later on, I would cover the MMA scene and interview MMA fighters. But that's where it originally started, behind the mic in a squared circle.
So, can you say that star line again?
Starline.
In his voice.
Oh, yeah, it's great to be in wrestling. I love wrestling. It's fantastic.
Voice acting in its finest.
Oh, yeah, voice acting
So-
is fun. Yeah.
We all know that iconic line called "Punch every day in the face."
Do they
Where'd
know?
that
No, I
come
don't. Does everybody know that?
from? I think everybody knows.
How does it really go?
Punch every day?
Yeah, it's more like punch every day in the face.
You can do it better than me.
Because you know what? In life, it doesn't matter like what you're doing, whatever your job is, family. There's gonna be days where you get knocked down. There's gonna be a lot of days, and it's if you got drive and you got momentum, and you want to fulfill your dreams and make them reality, you got to get back up, and you got to punch every day in the face. You know, we've experienced loss, right? We've experienced hardships, but we have to keep getting up and punch every day in the face. And there's a lot of people that live by this too, and a lot of people that believe in what I have to say. Because not only do I say it, because you know what do they always say? Actions speak louder than words, right? And so not only do I say it, but I deliver it as well. Because there's not a day that doesn't go by that I'm not thinking about my next job, my next client, my next collaboration. I'm always thinking about that every single day, and I'm punching it.
So we all know that iconic character Sam in this new video game. Can you tell us about it?
Kinito Pet. Yeah, Kinito Pet is a viral sensation. I don't know if people are familiar with Fiverr, but I had this guy, his name's Troy. He reached out to me on Fiverr, and he wanted me to be the voice of Sam the Sea Anemone. I couldn't say that a couple months back, but the sea anemone. And I was like, okay, I'll do this job. And it was just, a couple of lines. I think I had like 15 lines. But it's like, hey, everybody, I need you to clean my floors. Can you go scrub my floors for me? And I didn't think nothing of it. I was just like, all right, this is great. However, months went by, and one of the other characters in the game reached out to me, and she told me about how viral the game went and how much popularity it had behind it. And so I started doing research with it. I actually downloaded the game because, believe it or not, I don't play every game that I voice in. I just don't. There's so many of them that I just couldn't keep up with them. But Kinito Pet, it piqued my interest, and I did check it out. And I went on TikTok and revealed to everybody that, hey, I am Sam. And I got a lot of responses for that. I didn't even fathom how many young people love this game, because it feels like it's hacking your computer. It feels like that's what it's doing, right?
That's exactly
the game.
right.
Yeah, and it's creepy, right? It scared you. But that's what the thrill is about this game. They think it's all like everybody's fun and happy, but it's more like Five Nights at Freddy's, where it gets kind of wild and crazy. And there's a little twist at the end. And when you completed the game recently, I got to see my credits up there at the end of the game.
Really cool.
And see, that's the cool thing, and that's one of the most rewarding things in voiceover is recording your voice for a project. And, months or years later, it goes by and you find out that it blew up. Like, it blew up in popularity. So I'm very happy about that. As a matter of fact, I had somebody reach out to me, and they drew me holding my character in, like, a Japanimation style art. And I thought I feel like that's cooler than any kind of money to me. Because that means somebody took their time out of their day to do this for me. It's like a gift, and I love that. That's great.
So, what were some of the hardships you had going through this journey?
Some of the hardships, I was a fireman for a bunch of years, and I had to leave the fire business because my nerves were shot, and I just got sick and tired of seeing people lose loved ones. It just ate at my soul. And so I left my job, and I went full throttle into voiceover right when we moved here in Bluffton, right? 2017. And the hardships was I didn't know what I was doing, and I had to figure it out. I joined the Bluffton Chamber of Commerce. I did that. I met people. I didn't know how to talk about my business. I really didn't even know what I was doing. I didn't have my space treated, but I knew this is what I wanted to do, and I could record my voice. So I had a lot of stumbles. There was a lot of stumbling. And even to this day, there's a lot of challenges that come up. I got replaced on a live directed session. For people that don't know about that, you're in a session, they direct you, and they kind of guide you, and they record you, and you're done with your job. Well, they hired me not knowing I was lightning in a mic, and they wanted more casual, like, hey, everybody, how's it going? But that wasn't the case. They replaced me on the spot with the other person that was in that session. And that was a blow that stuck with me for a very long time. I had to pause for a week, regroup, and get back at it. Because it doesn't matter how many times I fall, I'm going to get back up and punch every day in the face.
And...
Yep, go ahead. Yeah.
And, how was your family okay with this?
My family is 100% behind me. As you know, you're interviewing me right now. Family is important. If they don't have your back, it's going to be a hard road, right?
Yeah.
And so my wife is my number one supporter, and I'm with you. And that's what keeps me going, family. And then putting out quality work and being able to help people put a voice behind whatever product or service they got going on here in the Low Country. You know, I've provided my voice for Prime IV, Talk One Radio, Barbers of the Low Country, Do It Best Services. I've worked with a lot of different companies around here, and I want to continue to do so.
So before we end this session, can you do a few iconic characters for us?
What kind of characters you want me to do?
I mean, maybe like a few.
I can do my own. I don't do a lot of you know, mimicking characters, but I have a really old character. Hey, Freya, how are you doing? I'm this old man. Remember that old broken back man? Oh my gosh.
Wait, I got this little boy. My mommy says I need to eat my chicken pot pie, but I really don't want to. It gives me a stomach ache.
I did another one the other day.
I will come to take your soul! Or what about the deep characters? This is what I get hired for a lot of times, to have the big gravelly voice.
Or you just get the real squeaky voice, and everybody hires me for that, too.
So there's a lot of characters that I have in my, yo, kid, what's going on? I'm from New York. You talking to me? Yeah, there's a lot of voices I have. And it's all requires tone, facial expression. You got to memorize where your face is when you're doing these. And practice. Practice makes perfect.
And I know you taught me how to do this, and I get it from you because I help you with jobs, and sometimes I do poor jobs for you, and I get scared of my own voice.
Yeah.
I've done that before, and it's kind of surprising because I get it from this man right here.
Yep, and you will continue to do so. Hey, thanks for interviewing me today.
You're welcome. So, I don't know what else
You wrap
to
it up.
say.
Just say, hey.
So, thanks guys for joining and tuning in, and now we're tuning out.
Hey, real quick, if anybody wants to check me out, go to bradstormvo.com. Or you can check me out on Facebook, Brad Storm Voiceover, Brad Storm VO on TikTok, Instagram, Alignable, Brad Storm, and LinkedIn, Brad Storm Lanou. That's my real name right there. And
Check out BNI.
Check out BNI as well. BNI May River Chapter. Punch every day in the face, my friends. What is happening, everybody? Brad Storm here, and I just want to say thank you for checking out the interview. And I also want to give a shout out to 221B Studios for providing us the opportunity to talk about what I love to do most, and that is, voiceover characters.
I love it.
So it was really fun. I got to spend some time with my daughter and hang out in the studio. And if you don't know, the studio is over by the Grind. It's in the Grind, actually. And the mission for 221B Studios is to give local businesses a platform to build credibility and authority with professional video content that is fast, affordable, and recorded right here in Bluffton. If you want to learn more about 221B Studios or you want to book a discovery call, you can do so at 221bstudios.com. Check it out. Give Matt Holmes a call. You won't regret it.